This is a question I have seen a few times in our comment section. It says, I really don't mean to offend, but how is selling and buying t-shirts going to help mental health? I'm 21 years old, and for a majority of my life, I didn't have really much of an education on mental health as well as what resources were available to me when I was struggling. I was in middle school from 2013 to 2016, and that was the first time that suicide was ever brought to my attention. There were several people within our community that took their own life, and it was something that was extremely uncomfortable to talk about, and no conversations really happened around it. I didn't truly understand what mental health was, how it could affect someone and the people around them until I struggled with mental health myself. My sophomore year of high school, I was dealing with really bad anxiety as well as depression, which eventually led to suicidal ideations and constantly making a plan to end my life. For the longest time when I was struggling, I was in a state of denial, and I didn't want to accept that I was struggling with mental health because I didn't know anyone else around me that was. I also had no clue what any resources were. I didn't even know what the National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline was, or just any way on how I could get help. A big reason I started SAD, aka Stay Another Day, is those are the 3 words I would tell myself when I was in a very low, the mindset of taking it one day at a time, 1 hour at a time, 1 minute at a time to break it down to the little picture. I thought by wearing these 3 words on the back of a sweatshirt, it could remind people that they're not the only person struggling with mental health and just normalize conversations around it. While wearing these sweatshirts, it has led to many open conversations with complete strangers about my mental health journey and how I'm getting help and how I'm pushing myself to get better. Since starting the brand, I've had the opportunity to go back to my old high school and speak about my story and why I started Stay Another Day. 988 is pressed into every single one of our items to bring awareness to the National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, and I've been able to educate a lot of people on this resource. It's available 24/7 throughout the United States. You can text or call with whatever you feel comfortable doing, but something a lot of people don't know is that you can call for the sake of another person. I did an exit survey with these students, and I learned that 76% of them had no clue what that resource was, just as I didn't know what it was when I was in high school. We donate a portion of our proceeds to the National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, as it is a resource that saved my life, but that just goes to show that so many people don't know what their resources are, just as I didn't when I was their age. But overall, the brand is just spreading kindness and positivity and hope to those that are struggling. You never know how much a small sign or a small message of hope could really help someone that's struggling.